Cardano has been absolutely on fire recently, and today we are going to be jumping down into the world of Cardano in a little bit more detail, talking about what's been going on and what my expectations are next for ADA. Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another walk and talk video where again I'm just grabbing the camera, getting away from the desk and talking to you guys about a little bit what's going on in the crypto space whilst trying to get some exercise. Now, as you can tell, it's a bit of a wet day here in December in the United Kingdom. We had a lot of frost yesterday, so so today it got a little bit damp, it got a little bit wet, it's warmed up a little bit, the frost is gone, no snow, but instead we've got the rain. So I'm going to try to keep this one nice and brief, keep it to the point, and try to get out the rain the quick as I can. So let's talk a little bit about what is going on in the world of Cardano's ADA. So we have recently seen a bit of a push to the upside over the last few days. Again, nothing terribly too unusual with this. This is kind of as expected, as we've been kind of talking about for a little while. And yesterday we did reach the lower expectation on our move to the upside. So we are tracking a corrective structure up towards 40 to 46.5 cents. So we've got some pretty good progression in that direction. Do I think it's over? I thought yesterday that it was, but it appears that we have still got a little bit more room to the upside. So I'm expecting Cardano's ADA to continue to rally just a little bit more, but I'm not really expecting it to exceed that 46.5 cent range. For Cardano's next move, well, unfortunately, if it doesn't get to 46.5 or higher, I am unfortunately expecting it to be retesting its existing lows and potentially even going down lower over the next few months. And what an opportunity that could present. Now, it's great to see these gains. We've been on a rally since the 11th of September, I believe, where we started to really start to see some good progression to the upside. Now, the movements in ADA are that of a corrective structure, essentially a 335 if you understand Elliott wave theory. We do have higher highs, higher lows if you don't follow Elliott wave theory. And unfortunately, we're kind of reaching the upper ends of those expectations now, and we are likely to start to see reversals in the market. When it comes to Cardano's price action, it's been very, very good, but we are overbought on a lot of those time frames now, monthly, weekly, and so realistically speaking, we do have to start to see a shift in momentum. We have to start to see the momentum start to go downwards, i.e. we need to start to see selling pressure rather than buying pressure. The same is said for Bitcoin, the market leader, with it tapping into new yearly highs yesterday, reaching those upper areas as expected. Can still push up a little bit more, but ultimately I'm expecting Bitcoin to have a bit of a larger pull to the downside, and that's exactly what I expect to happen here with Cardano as well. Now, if we take a look at kind of, the fantastic price action that we've seen in terms of green in the market, there's also been a lot of losses. Okay, with everything, both positive and negative, coming together, we have to kind of appreciate that where there's winners, there are also losers. We've seen 84% of liquidations being short positions as prices moved up. So not talking huge amounts of money. I think it's like $420,000 of liquidations on ADA, with Binance being the majority of the liquidations, and the exchange with the majority of the liquidations. And so, it's actually not too bad. It's holding up quite well. Total value locked growing, it's looking pretty tidy. And so for the most part, I think, ADA's in a really good spot. Long term though, or medium term I should say really, we should expect that move to the downside. Testing the existing lows and potentially even going down into a new bear market low should that structure appear, right? Now, I've been pretty kind of, let me take that out of my ear, pretty consistent on kind of saying that I'm expecting kind of 18 to 15 cent. It's possible that we don't drop as low as that, but I'm still expecting kind of around that 20-cent level to kind of get retested quite a bit, and for us to kind of take advantage of that, because it is a huge opportunity if you're kind of, you know, interested in investing in ADA, and we do see a significant surge to the downside. That essentially is going to be a fantastic opportunity to dollar cost average, build out those positions before, you know, we actually get that next big run to the upside. Something probably that dwarfs what we've already seen occur in this space, because I do think we are getting very, very close to that next bullish market, and I think we're going to have this one last opportunity to basically build out those positions, and that's kind of where I think Cardano ADA is going to be, and I think it's going to be an opportunity should the retail investors decide to look at it that way. Some retail investors will kind of get nervous, they'll sell off their positions, they may even kind of think that they can kind of sell their positions and buy it back cheaper, and maybe they can. Timing that is incredibly hard, and it is of course incredibly risky. For me personally, my strategy is just simple dollar cost average, build out those positions even more by working as hard as I can to get more fiat to dump that into the crypto market. Ultimately, if you followed yesterday's video, you know that I am kind of thinking that there's going to be a Fed pivot. A Fed pivot is going to basically see outflows of risk off assets to basically flow back into risk on assets, such as the cryptocurrencies. And I do think there's going to be a massive opportunity in all of that. But before we can have that opportunity in the markets going up, we have to appreciate that markets will have a tendency to want to go on down. And so for me, I think we are going to see another move to the downside. We're getting close to it. ADA's pushed up very nicely. Some great profits have been made, but essentially we should be thinking that there's going to be a move to the downside, and that move to the downside is going to be a fantastic opportunity to take advantage of what is out there in terms of building out those positions, dollar cost averaging into the market and all that kind of wonderful stuff. I'm going to probably leave this video there, try to get out of the rain a little bit. If you have found it useful, informative, smash that like button, I do appreciate that. If you're new to the channel, why not go ahead and subscribe? Tap the bell, select all the notifications, and in doing so, you will be kept up to date with everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. Until the next one though, guys, have a fantastic day.